So a lot of people think that yoga is just about physical exercises, stretching exercises, and poses. Maybe add breathing exercises as well. So in yogic terms, it's asanas and pranayams. But one of the masters and leaders in yogic philosophy, Maharishi Patanjali, he actually described framework that had 8 limbs. So asanas and pranayams, or physical exercises and poses and breathing exercises, are just 2 of the 8. So what are the other 6? So if you want to understand what really yoga means, then you got to understand the other 6 limbs, because Ashtanga is 8 limbs. So if yoga was a body, then it has 8 limbs. So you cannot just take 2 of them and think that that's yoga. Yoga is made up of these 8 limbs. 2 of them are foundational, very, very important, no doubt. Asanas and pranayams are physical exercises and breathing exercises. And there's a lot of literature, there's a lot of practices that describe that. And however, if I really look at satsang in the context of yoga philosophy, so first of all, what satsang means and yoga means are very, very similar. So yoga is union or becoming one with. So it's the union of the limited into the unlimited. I think that's how I describe yoga. Now, satsang, sat is described as the cosmic energy or the never-changing energy which prevails. So transcendental energy. So sat is transcendental energy, and satsang is to be with. So in presence of transcendental energy is satsang. So becoming one or union with the transcendental energy is satsang, and it is also yoga. So very, very similar concept. But I think that one of the biggest differences, and there are lots and lots of similarities in satsang and yoga, but the difference, one of the differences that I would like to emphasize is that satsang, especially satsang as described by Guru Maharaj, Dr. Chaturved Sahaji, who founded Ramashram Satsang Mathura, he emphasized that the 4 limbs of yoga, which are more focused on meditative practices, which are more focused on inward pursuit, meditation and looking inwards, orienting yourself inwards, and then going deeper. So those inner pursuits are more important, or are the crux of the matter for satsang as he described it, as Guru Maharaj described it. So out of the 8 limbs, 4 of the limbs that talk about meditative practices and things that help those meditative practices, those 4 limbs are the focus of satsang. So those 4 are Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So let's break it down. So let's start with Dharana. Dharana is the object of concentration, or what you imagine or what you want to manifest through your meditation. So here, if we think about transcendental energy in form of light and we manifest that energy, and we want to become that energy, we want to be embodiment of that energy, then our dharana or manifestation is that energy. When you concentrate on your dharana, it becomes dhyana. So basically, when the object of concentration concentrated on, you get to a deeper state, and that is your deeper silent meditation, where you become integral to what you want to manifest. So that's a deeper state, and that's pretty much what should be called meditation. Surface level meditations or activity based meditations are different. This dharana, dhyan, so dhyan is about getting deeper into the subject or the object of concentration. So dharana, dhyan, and then samadhi. So when you become one with your object of concentration, or you have achieved that manifestation, that is samadhi. Now, what is pratyahara? Pratyahara is one, looking inward. So turning your focus, instead of your mind wandering into the world, you're now going deeper within yourself. That is pratyahara. So pratyahara is about focusing inwards, and it is also about trying to bring your attention back during the practice, back onto your object of concentration. So if you were trying to focus on what you want to manifest, and suddenly you find that your mind wandered away, bringing it back is also part of pratyahara. So the initial orientation inwards is pratyahara. When your thought processes wander away, bringing it back onto your object of concentration is pratyahara. Just the inner orientation is pratyahara. So pratyahara, which is about changing your direction to look inwards, so inner practices. Dharana, which is like, what do I manifest? What do I imagine? What do I concentrate on in your meditations? And then once you get deeper into the subject or the object of concentration, you are in Dhyana, which is basically the core of meditation. And then samadhi is when you actually achieve your goal of being one with the object of your concentration. So the satsang and yoga are very deeply connected with meditative practices. So if 4 out of 8 limbs of yoga are pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi, and satsang focuses on those 4, so there is a lot more common. But the difference is that a lot of yogic practices got lost, or the practitioner lost a lot of time between asanas and pranayams and some other practices, which are just preparation towards the deeper meditative practices. Satsang goes and strikes at the core of those meditative practices. That's what I wanted to bring out and emphasize, that satsang is not very different than yoga, but it is. And it focuses on the core meditative aspects, the 4 meditative aspects of the Ashtanga Yoga.